Is that high enough?
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Okay, we're gonna be moving on to the next section of the body. So we completed body section 1. What the pattern doesn't say, I'm gonna change that, is 6 rows of your secondary color, color B, and then 4 with color A. So now we're ready to start the short rows for body part 2. Do A. Okay, so now the body part 2 is the right side of the work, and you know it's the right side because your single crochet with the tail together, that is the right side of the work. So chain 1, single crochet 33. So chain 1, and then we're going to go across 33. 2, 3. Okay, so that's 30, 31, 32, 33. And then we're going to slip stitch into the next one. So into your 34th stitch. And then you're going to turn and you're going to single crochet back, but not into that slip stitch. You're going to go first into here. And what that does is it makes the transition nicer when we're doing the short rows. So go 33 all the way back. Okay, so I'm almost back to the beginning after my turn. So again, we're creating wedges. The first part of the body goes like this. So we go all the way, oh, sorry, we're over here. So we're going to go 33, 32, 30, and then it keeps going down from there because we're creating this wedge right here. So we just started the first row with single crochet 33, slip stitch into the next, single crochet 33. That brings us back to the end. The next row on row 2 is chain 1, single crochet 30, slip stitch into the next one, and then turn. So I'm going to do that. But don't forget at the end, when you come back, when you're starting the row before the turn, you're going to do a chain 1 at the beginning of the row. So chain 1, and now I'm going to go 30 across. Here was 33, right here where I turned. I'm going 3 in from there, and I'm going to stop right here at 30. Meet you over there. Okay, so now this is 30. So you're going to slip stitch into the 31st like that, and then turn. And again, you're not going to go into your slip stitch. You're going to go right here to the first actual single crochet. And that would have been my 30th that I did. So that's now going to be my number 1. And I'm going to go back across the row 30 stitches. Oops. Okay, so this is 29 and 30 on my return pass. Okay, at the end here, we're going to do a chain 1. And that's the only places where you do chain 1s is on the very end, usually the straight side. Okay, so I did 33 and then 30. The next one is going to be 27, which is right here. So go ahead and single crochet all the way to 27. And we'll go over it one more time with the slip stitch. Okay, so this is my 27th stitch. So I will come all the way from the beginning, 27 across. You can see where I did 33, where is it? 33, 30, and now I'm at 27. So I'm going to slip stitch into stitch number 28. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to start in stitch number 27, going back with no turning chain. So see how this is going down in a slope like that? That's what we want. So it's going to be the same. Let's take a look at the pattern for a second. So that's 27, then we're going to go to 21 to 14 and to 7. At that point we're going to go all the way across the row. So get to this point where you're just doing single crochet 7, turn, go back to the beginning. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 7. So 5. Brenda, what row are we on?
We
6,
are on row
7.
5.
Okay, of body part 1.
Body
okay, so I did
part
7.
2.
2,
Body
I'm
part
sorry.
2.
There. And now we turn and we go 7 back. So after this row, we're going to go all the way across the row, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's important when you're going back that you count your stitches, because you are going to be crocheting into those slip stitches. Okay, so here's the end. We're going to crochet, chain 1. Oof, getting all my terms mixed up. If we look at this now, you see how we have the wedge for the part 2 of the body? This part 1, this part 2. So we have to match that on the other side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come across 71 all the way to here. And then we're going to keep going, and we're going to go here. Then we're going to do the opposite way. So then we'll have the 2 parts right here and right here. So let's just go across a few so you can see how it's done here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, get in there. And this is going to be 8. Okay, so make sure that when you're hopping down, you're crocheting into that slip stitch of the previous row. It's kind of hard to get in there, but you're going to do it. There. And then you're 1, this should be 14, right? So that's 9. And we're going all the way across the row. There's my slip stitch. I'm going to go into that.
Now I have a question. So I go into the slip stitch and then I hop down to the next available.
This is your slip stitch down here.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Right.
that's your slip stitch here. Yeah,
Okay.
and then you go down.
Then I
Yeah.
go down to here, not here.
Well, that's a stitch. Oh, that all is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. All
For everybody out there.
right. Okay, so let's keep it going. Okay, so I'm going to have 33 up to the point where we started, which is like down here. And then I'm going to continue to come all the way across the row. Then we're going to do the reverse of this. So your short rows will start going this way. So go ahead and get that section done as well, and then we'll do body part 3. Okay, so we did the body part 2, which was this one right here. Right, so this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. I made a mistake before. So we did this wedge here, came all the way across to here, and created part 3. Now what we're going to do is single crochet all the way back here, and we're going to do the chest or the breast part 1 right here. So go ahead and come all the way across, and then we'll start that. So we've done body part 1, body part 2. At the end of body part 2, you do the same thing where you're coming all the way across the row. So now we're going to be doing the first chest section, which is very much like it, except you're going the other way. Instead of like 33, 32, or 30, you're going to be going 6, 9, 12. You're going to be getting bigger. And then right around here, we're going to start some decreases. We are starting now with the chest section 1. We've already completed the body parts 1, 2, and 3, and we're starting the chest section 1. And chest section 1 is like a little pie wedge right here. If you look, here's where it is, all in green, so you can get a good idea of what you're gonna do. We're gonna start going this way like this, go all the way across the row, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, just so to help me keep my bearings, is I'm going to count over 20 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to put a stitch marker here. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's real easy to get off count with the slip stitches. And I'll show you why in a minute, because we're starting short. When we turn, it's really hard to see the slip stitches. And you're going to have to go up, you're going to have to go into the slip stitches, not when you're coming this way, but when you're coming this way. So let's get started on that. If we go to page 4 at the top, well, what was row number 1? I didn't even read that. Okay, so row number 1 is you're going to chain 1, single crochet 6, slip stitch, turn, single crochet 6. So here I'll start with a chain 1. Oh, I already did it. There's the chain 1. I'm going to go over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So after that, we're going to do a slip stitch. Oh, slip stitch would be just through everything. Having a little trouble with my slip stitch. Let's try it again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if you want, you can put a marker in there so you know where your slip stitch is. All right. And we're going to turn and go back the other way. Now we're going to skip the slip stitch, okay? And we're going to go 6 back. So this is 6 plus 1. The slip stitch is the 7th. Important to remember for when we do the next one. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the next row is, it goes up by 3s. The next row is to single crochet 9. So the thing that you have to remember is you have your 6, the 7th one is that slip stitch. So you have to single crochet into that. So it's going to be 7, 8, and 9. So I chained 1 already. So 1, 2, you doing okay, Brenda? 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my last full stitch. And then I'm going to take this marker out. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my slip stitch, which is a little hard. It kind of feels like you're in the dark there, but if you put your marker there, you're good. So that's number 7. This is number 8. This is number 9. And then I have my slip stitch here. Again, I'm going to put a marker right here so I know where to go in when I'm coming back the other way. I'm going to turn, skip that slip stitch right there, and do 9 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so the next row is probably 12. If you look at the pattern, it's going to go 9, 12, 15, 18, then it goes 18, 19, and 20. And then we're going to start some decreases up. Where is it? The decreases are going to be up in here. Really, we're upside down. It's hard to say. Yeah, anyway, we'll see when we get there.
Now we're upside down.
So we're going to chain one. Oh yeah, you should see where we are. We're starting here. So this is like right here. It's going to be 6, 9, 12, etc. Okay. So I just chained one, and we're going to turn. So remember, your first one of the next 3 is going to be that slip stitch. So we should be coming across 9. The slip stitch is 10, and then 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the 9 from the previous row. 9. Not on. It's hard to get it in there. Okay, let me just make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10 is going to be that slip stitch. So like I said, if you don't feel like battling with getting it right in there in the slip stitch, you can always go right down there. The one before that one, that's kind of like a big hole, but I like to get into the slip stitch itself because it doesn't make so much of a hole. So there's the slip stitch. You can always use like a knitting needle or something to poke it through before you keep going. So that's number 10. That means 11 and 12 are going to be down here. 11 and 12, and then your slip stitch. Okay, put a marker in it, go back the other way. We're skipping over that slip stitch and going 12 back. So continue that way. Just don't forget that after 18 you're not going to 21, you're going to 19 and then 20, and then we're going to start our decreases. So go ahead and crochet through row 7, which is crochet 20, slip stitch, and turn. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I have finished through row 7. Row 8, we're going to chain 1, single crochet 1, single crochet decrease, single crochet 18, slip stitch, turn, single crochet 20. And the reason why this number is different, because we do a single crochet and a decrease. So 18 plus the first 2 equals 20. So we're going to do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to do a single crochet decrease. And to do that, you're going to go through 1, bring it through. Then we go through another 1 and bring it through. So we start 1 and then start the other, and then you're going to crochet through all 3 of those. So yarn over and come through all 3. I'll show you one more time. So start 1, then start another one, then yarn over and come through all 3. That's your decrease. So now we have 1, 2. Now we single crochet 18. So we're going past that original marker that we put in. So in the last row, it was single crochet 20 that hit that marker that we put in originally. And I took that out because the slip stitch was actually on stitch 21. So there's my first 2. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17, and then number 18 is down here. Okay, and then a slip stitch, and then I turn, skip the slip stitch. I'm going to put my stitch marker back in there. If it will go in there, and then go back 20. And you're going to do this 3 times. The last time though, you're not going to go back, you're going to go all the way to the opposite side. So do this one more time, and then I will do the last row with you and get to the other side. Okay, so I am on now row 10. So row 10 is the right side. Yay, we're on the right side. Chain 1, single crochet 1, do a decrease, and then we're going to go all the way to the opposite end of the row, and we should have 68 stitches. So I'm going to chain 1, do my 1 single crochet, the decrease, so I go through 1, then I go through the other. There's my decrease, and then I'm going to go all the way across the row. So the thing that I didn't mention before is when you're going across, doing your decrease and going 18, the 18th one should be your slip stitch. Not your slip stitch, I'm sorry. The 18th one is your last one here into the previous slip stitch row. And then you jump down here for your slip stitch. So I forgot to mention that on the last row. So 18th one on the present row, the slip stitch is jumping down 1. So I'm going to go all the way across, not forgetting my slip stitch here, and then all the way across to the other side. See you on the other side. So I came all the way across my row, and now we're going to start the second part of the chest, or the breast, whatever you want to call it.
Hey Annette.
Yes, Brenda.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How many stitches are from here to here?
68.
68.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Before you do your second side.
Yeah.
And after the second side, 3 decreases, you'll be at 65.
Okay.
So make sure you have 68 across.
That's...
Make sure that you crochet into your slip stitches, or else you won't have the right amount of numbers, and then you're going to be writing to me saying I'm wrong.
That happened to me just now, which is why you want to show them the pile. Yeah, because I didn't count.
Yeah.
Because my name is Rogue.
Okay, so now this is the right side. We went all the way across. So now we're going to start our decreased rows on the wrong side. So again, I'm going to count over 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And remember, when you come across 20, you're going to take that out. The slip stitch is going to be on number 21. So this is just to give us a general idea of being in the right place. You see, you have to wind up with this many at the end.
And that's 20, right?
No, 20 is from here to here.
But from here to here.
That should be, well, I don't know yet.
Okay.
So it's 20, 20, and then 7. It should be 7, 7, and 1 because it's 15. So 20, 20. That's 40. No, that's not right.
That's not right.
It's 20, 20, so 40, and then 25 through here.
Right. Okay.
So
That makes
12,
65.
12, 12, and 1.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you should wind up with at the end. But we're still here. Okay, so we're going to chain 1.
I'm getting there. I'm getting back to it.
Okay. Oops, I think I did 2 chains. Okay, chain 1, and then we're going to do 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a slip stitch. I'm going to put a marker on the side of my slip stitch right in there. I'm going to turn my work. So that's, don't forget, that's number 7, right? So we're going to go into number 7 on this row after this one and go 8, 9. So for now we're going 6 back across. So we're doing all the same shaping, you're just doing it from the wrong side. You're starting from the wrong side, not the right side. Okay, 3, 4, 5. I hear some corking going on over there.
Yeah.
And 6. All right, chain 1. We're going to turn. Now we're going to go to 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 is the slip stitch, and then you hop down 8 and 9, and then a slip stitch. So it's the same shaping as we did on the other side. So go ahead and finish all of your short rows, slip stitches, decreases. I'm just going to show you this one more time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is going to be on the side of that slip stitch there. So 7 is into the slip stitch, hop down 8 and 9, and then your slip stitch with a stitch marker in it. Turn and go back 9. And so this way you're skipping over the slip stitch on the way back. Here, I'm going to come around this. When you're coming the other way and adding 3, you're going to be going into that slip stitch. So the next row is going to be 12. So you'll do 10, because it's going to be 9 plus the slip stitch, and 11, 12 would be in the next row. So go ahead and do all of that, mirroring the other side, getting through row, where were we on? Right, chest part 2, you're going to get through row 10 where you come back across to the other side. And then we'll start doing the neck.
And you should have 65.
You should have 65. If you don't have 65, go back and do it again.
Just like me.
Yeah. You're gonna skip your slip stitch, and you're gonna have, what was it, 50 something in there.
Very easy to do everything.
Very easy to make that mistake. So you have to pay real close attention, do your counting, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so I'm going to change color to my second color, which I used over here. And I'm going to put a, because now we're starting on the neck. I'm going to put a marker in my 33rd stitch. So there's 32 stitches on either side of the marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's the 33rd. So I should have 32 on either side. Remember, at this point, you should have a total of 65. 32 and 32 is 64 plus 1. Okay, so now we are doing the neck. So you can change color every 4 rows. I'm going to be doing color B, color A, color B again before we start the head. Okay, so on the neck, here you see it says change color every 4 rows if you desire. So we're going to do chain 1, single crochet 1, single crochet 2 together, single crochet to 2 stitches before the marker, decrease, 1 single crochet, decrease. You're going to move this marker up, then you're going to go to the last 3 stitches and do another decrease. So you should have 61 at the end of this. So we're doing a decrease here, a decrease on either side of the marker, and a decrease here. Okay, so I'm using my new color. So I have 1 single crochet here, single crochet decrease, and then I'm going to single crochet to right before 2 stitches before the marker. Oops, got a little stucky here. Don't worry if you got the kit and the second color is a little bit smaller. It all evens out. This is a chicken after all. It's not a garment. We're not making it for the queen or anything like that. And you should be having fun. Don't worry about anything. Just make sure your numbers are right. Okay, that's the main thing. If your numbers are off, it's only going to get compounded by the time you get up to the head.
Can I say an amen for that?
Amen, sister. Yeah. It's like if you think, oh, I'm just 3 or 4 off, no big deal. No, it is a big deal because your numbers won't work out and you'll wind up with a little pinhead. That'll be very bad. Unless you want a little tiny chicken head.
No, Rogue doesn't like pinheads.
Rogue does not like pinheads. Okay, so we're almost at the marker. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to, here's where the marker is in that stitch. We're going to single crochet these 2 together. We're going to take the marker out. We're going to single crochet 1, put the marker back in, and single crochet the next 2 together. Okay, then we are going to single crochet to the last 3 stitches. And then what are we going to do, Brenda? We're gonna single crochet.
We're gonna single crochet. I was counting.
Yes, I know. I interrupted you.
Yeah, that
Kind of
was
did it
funny.
on purpose. Sorry.
Jokester.
It's like Bueller.
Bueller. Okay, what was
I don't know. I'm sorry. I interrupted your
Shouldn't
counting. So we're gonna. Oh, we're starting to speak French. I see where we're at. Okay, we're gonna go to 3 stitches before the end. We are not on the right side of your work.
You're not?
No, we are. We're on the right side of our work.
And let's explain something. The right side is when you can see this little ridge.
Exactly.
This is the wrong side. Can't see the ridge.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be in front of you, not...
Let's see the right side, Brenda. You can't tease us with the wrong side. That's nice. Brenda is working on Cardi Beak, and I am working on Chicky Minaj. Okay. So we're here at the last 3 stitches. We're going to do our decrease and the last one. Okay, row 2 of the neck is on the wrong side, and you're going to do basically the same. Oh no, we're going all the way across. So on the wrong side, we're just going to do decreases in 2 places. So on either end right here. We're not going to do one in the middle, but we are going to move our marker up. Okay? So if we look at our rows for the neck, we're doing a decrease row. So you're decreasing 4 times on row 1, 2 times on row 2. So rows 3 to 8, you're just going to repeat row 1. So you're going to decrease on every one. Row 9, you're going to repeat row 2, which just has 2 decreases on it. Row 10, repeat row 1, and rows 11 and 12, you're going to single crochet across the row, removing your stitch marker. So by the end of this, these rows here, rows 1 through 12, you should have 29 stitches left. Easy enough. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll start the head. Get ready. Okay, so I finished the neck and I'm about ready to do the head, and you can see I changed the colors every 4 rows here. This is my color B and this is my color B. I'm back to color A, so I'm just going to take it slow, read everything it says, and do exactly what it says. So first we start with a single crochet decrease. So we know how to do that already. Then we're going to single crochet 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the head is done in 2 short row sequences, which forms the little cup here. It's like the heel of a sock. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, no, I can't do that. So single crochet, decrease, then 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Let me just double check that. Okay, so we had a single crochet, 1, and then a decrease, And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then we do another single crochet decrease. And then a single crochet. And now we're going to turn. But before we do that, we're going to put a stitch marker into the first stitch of the row, right here. Now we're going to turn. So far, so good. And then we're going to do 2 slip stitches. So we're going to do 1 in the first, and then 1 in the second. Okay. And then we're going to single crochet 23. So 1, 2. Well, first I'm going to put a stitch marker in the first stitch. So I had the 2 slip stitches. 1, 2. Hold on. I'm going to go back and do that again. So, slip stitch, slip stitch. So in my first single crochet of the row is where I'm going to put my stitch marker. So I'm going to have a stitch marker on either side. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can you speed this up in post? Just asking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and we're going to turn, and then you're going to place a stitch marker. We did that already. Okay, so we're going to turn. Now we're going to slip stitch and then do 19. So 1, 2, 3, 16, 17, 18, and 19. After 19, we're going to turn, do a slip stitch, and then we're going to do 17. So 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, 17, turn, and then we're going to do a slip stitch and 15. 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15, turn. Yeesh, I'm getting all tangled up. Okay, so now slip stitch and 13. 1, 3, we're going 10, 11, 12, 13, turn, slip stitch, and now we are on 11. So 1, 2, 3, 11, turn, slip stitch, and now we're on 9. So 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, turn, slip stitch, and we're going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Turn. So now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet all the way to the very beginning. And basically what you're going to do is 1 in each one across. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you want to do 1 in each row. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then in the last 2 stitches, 14, 15. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, 3, we're going across 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm going to do 13 here, oops, 13, and then 14 and 15 are going to be right here. 14 and 15, right back to my marker. Now I'm going to turn 15 up to here and then 26 to the end. So that's 15 and then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, what are we supposed to wind up with? 26? Yeah. And then, so you're just going to do again 1 in each row till you get to 26 to the end. So I'm going to turn and 1 single crochet in each one of these, so that's going to be 15. So 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, okay, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, okay, 23, 24, 25, and 26. I'm making one up there. I must have missed a row or something, but it should be 26 when you get to the end. And that is the first short row sequence. The second one is just like it. We will go through that in just a sec. We're ready to start short row sequence number 2. So the first thing we're going to do is skip the first stitch. We're going to go into the second one and we're going to single crochet 24. So 1, 2, 3, 21, 22, 23, and 24. I should not have taken my markers out from the last row, so I'm just gonna put that back in. Okay, so now I'm turning, get a little punchy here. I'm gonna skip this first stitch, and then I'm gonna do a slip stitch in the second one. And now we are going to single crochet 21. 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Okay, next one, we are slip stitching at the beginning of the row. Slip stitch, and then single crochet 19. 1. Are you having fun counting with me? 2, 3, 16, 17, 18, 19, turn. Okay, we're on 19. We're going to do a slip stitch and then do 17. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, and 17. Turn. And then we are doing 15. Slip stitch. And 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Turn. We're so close. Then we are going to do a slip stitch and 13. So 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, turn, slip stitch, and then it should be where are we, 13? Oh, nope, we're not doing a slip stitch. We are going to single crochet to the end. You're going to go back to the stitch marker, so this is going to be 21, so I should have single crocheted into this first one. So 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Okay, now we're going to turn and we're going to single crochet all the way back to the end. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So that's 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
21. And like I said before, you're basically going to do one in each row. So that's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and you're kind of shooting in the dark here, but just do it. It'll come out. I'm sorry, that was 26, 27, and we are ending on 28. All right, there you have your little chicken head. So now what we're going to do is decrease so we can do the beak, and then we'll be done. Okay, so we're going to do a single crochet. Let me tighten that up a little bit. Single crochet, and then a single crochet decrease. We're going to do that 13 times, and then another single crochet, so you can have a total of 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 12, and you want to make sure you pull these a little bit tighter. And that's my, oops, this is my 13th one. And then we end with one single crochet. Alrighty. Okay, so look at that. We've got a little chicken head happening.
Chicken head.
Chicken head. Chicken head. Okay, so we can take the markers out, and now we're going to do the beak. Okay, so we're going to attach the beak yarn on the right side of your work. Okay, this is the wrong side, this is the right side. So I'm attaching here, and I want to do a single crochet in each one across. So that's going to be 15. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, oops, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, how are you doing, Brenda?
I'm doing really well. I'm working away at the neck.
Uh-huh.
And I've changed colors.
Awesome. Looking good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to do a single crochet and then single crochet decrease 5 times. So start with a single crochet, then a single crochet decrease, single crochet, single, let me do this, single crochet decrease, that's 2, single crochet. You want to make sure you pull these pretty tight. Single crochet decrease. You know there's always spaces when you do a lot of decreases. Single crochet. Now you may have to go back and, you know, tighten up with your tail of the yarn, because there's some spaces in there from all the decreases. Okay, so what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many am I supposed to have? 10. So one more. Okay. All right, what do we do next? We do skip a stitch, single crochet, decrease 3 times. Okay, so we're going to skip a stitch. And so I'm going to skip that first one, single crochet, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, single crochet, decrease. And we're supposed to do that 3 times and then turn. And let's see, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And now we are going to do a single crochet, decrease, and single crochet. Oh, it gets really hairy when it's small like this. Hairy in that it's like, oh God, what am I doing here? Okay, so single crochet, decrease. I'm going to do that twice. Single crochet, decrease. Okay, what's next? And then I do 1 single crochet, decrease. Oh no, I missed a row. Didn't I? Okay, and then single crochet, decrease. There we go. And then we're going to turn, do a final single crochet, decrease. And we're going to fasten off. Now make sure that you leave yourself a long tail. Oh, I have one here. I'm going to fasten off, but I want to use this tail to close up all the spaces in here. Okay, see, I don't want there to be spaces in between there. So I'm going to take my my tapestry needle and I'm going to just work it in there to close up off the spaces here and the ones around here. And there we go. You got yourself a chicken buck. This is all going to get sewn together. But here we go. Look at this. Chicky Minaj has come to life.
The only thing we need are some eyeballs.
Yes. So next time, or maybe you can figure that all out on your own. I don't know. We're going to do the wattle, the comb, sewing it together, and the underbelly pieces.
Fun time.
But this should allow you to get very far on your chicken before we have to do those others. And the other pieces, they're pretty easy. You're going to sew down to your first stripe right here. And then the rest gets single crocheted together all the way around. Okay? Hope this helps. We'll be back for the last part of it. But in the meantime, get crocheting on your little buck. You want to start it from here?
Yeah, might want to note that they're totally different costumes and...
Here we are on another. You have to knit into your slip stitches on when you're going forward. So I will show you. I'm sorry, I said knit. Oh, I apologize. I said knit. Should we start it again? There. And you are going to, I forgot where it was now. We did body part 1 and body part 2. I'm sorry, where is it? Body part, is this 2 or 3? Isn't that funny? Yeah. Oh, where's yours? Oh, you don't have a head.
I'm headless.
Here, watch this. Oh. It's a Brenda chicken.
Yes.
Oh
what
my
color
gosh.
should I be, guys? Should I be purple and yellow and green, a little Mardi Gras going on?
Oh, you go, girl.